The letter was dated August 12th, 1969, and was written by a soldier named Jerry Silverstein to his wife Ellen in the Bronx. When it was written, Jerry had been in Vietnam for 3 months. The letter indicates what that ugly little war had done to at least one brave young American. Dear Ellen, I just got back from visiting with Jim. I have to say we have met under more happy circumstances. Jim sent me a note this morning that a buddy of ours was killed 2 days ago. I have been in a depressed mood all day. The guy's name was Tolly. The thing that hurts about him getting killed, Ellen, was he got here 4 weeks ago with Jim. He had gotten married after we graduated from Walters and went to Cobra School after we left Fort Rucker. I went to the memorial services for him tonight. How can you justify what happened, Ellen? A boy of 22 years, married 7 months, dies. For what? I sat in the chapel tonight trying to find a reason. All that the chaplain could say was he gave his life for his country. Bullshit. If we were fighting a war to win, we wouldn't be here for 8 years. As I've said before, this is an economic war we're fighting. The rich get richer, and the poor die. Our congressmen don't want the war to end. Our big business doesn't want it to end. Bell Helicopter, clothing and food manufacturers, least of all the Vietnamese people, don't want it to end. If we pull out, this country would crumble. Not under communism, Ellen, but because the rich GI would go home. These people are living off the GIs. The government steals from us, the people steal from us, and even we steal from us. This is not a war. This is a business. And I'm so sorry for our country. It has become as corrupt as the Joe it pretends to fight. I guess someone back home reading this would say I had treason on my mind or in this pen. Perhaps disinterest in the money angle and strong convictions about winning this war at the cost of less money for the rich is an unpopular viewpoint to those in power. Forgive me, Ellen, if I haven't written this letter the way I wanted you to read it. It's hard to think after finding out that a good friend is no longer here. I grieve for that poor family, his parents and his wife. God, why can't we fight this war? I love you so much, Ellen. I'm going to come home after my debt to Uncle Sam is paid. I gave him 1 year in combat, and he will get it every day he asked for. I have too much waiting for me to end it here. I have you. Love forever, Jerry. That is a young man's letter, of course, filled with regret for dead friends, grasping for explanations of what has been done to those friends and to himself. There is that feeling that malignant forces are at work in this war, the forces of war profiteers, of corrupt politicians locked together in some plot to prevent the war from being won. I've heard other young men, those who have survived, say similar things. The war could be won if only we decided to hydrogen bomb the place and kill every one of them. Once in a place outside of Da Nang a few years ago, I asked a Marine sergeant what he thought we should do about Vietnam. Pave it, he said coldly. The country is filling up with young men like this. the young men who have not come home in rubber bags. They know that something has been done to them, something innocent and pure in them has been sullied, and our politics for the rest of this century will be formed by the way they respond to it in middle age. If they feel that those who opposed the war were traitors, we could move into a season of repressive vengeance that would make Joe McCarthy look like Francis of Assisi. If they understand that the entire Vietnam mess was a misguided adventure, they might prevent such a national disaster from ever happening again. We'll know soon enough. Jerry Silverstein, however, will not be a part of that sullen future. On August 19th, a week after writing to his wife, he was killed in action in Vietnam.